A 90s cartoon show that talked about gender norms? Watch the video to find out. At number 5, the Powerpuff Girls. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girls. When Professor Utonium accidentally added the mysterious chemical X into his experiment, he could have never foreseen that the end results would be one of the most iconic, beloved, and feminist cartoon series ever. Not only did Powerpuff Girls tell young women their femininity didn't make them weak, but it also celebrated it through the lens of 3 protagonists who each held up their own unique perspective of identity and femininity. It also fearlessly and proudly portrayed girlhood and was one of the first cartoons to show that young females kicking butt within a universe where the color pink, sparkles, and cuteness overload reigned supreme. Keep in mind, all this is done in a show that aired during the 90s. At number 4, Rugrats. The Nickelodeon cartoon Rugrats centers on a group of rambunctious babies and toddlers who are always getting into imaginative shenanigans, and the undercurrent of progressive commentary remains strong. The reason this show was ahead of its time was that it took on gender norms in the most innocent ways possible. In the show, Chucky is raised by a single father. Angelica's mom is the breadwinner in the family, and her husband Drew is Angelica's main caretaker. Tommy's mom, too, is the family's main financial support system, while her husband struggles as an inventor. Notably, these husbands aren't emasculated by this. It's simply their lives. Several supporting characters also represent cultures outside of the main cast. These characters are not presented as stereotypes or tokens. Kimi Watanabe, for one, becomes an assertive and vital part of the ensemble. Individual episodes also tackle subjects that have become far more relevant. In one, Phil and Chucky question gender norms and are mocked for wearing dresses, which they don out of curiosity, and the show portrays as innocent and in no way shameful. At number 3, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold aired on Nickelodeon at a time when non-traditional familial settings didn't receive much attention. The show has several subtly progressive elements that put it on this list, including the diverse supporting characters. Arnold himself was orphaned and is raised by his grandparents in a boarding house that includes a variety of characters not often represented in mainstream media. For example, Arnold's circuit family features a Vietnamese immigrant. The adventures of Arnold and his friends often include unconventional settings and characters, such as Harold's bar mitzvah and the crew's regular run-ins with Pigeon Man. At number 2, The Critic. Starring the voice talents of John Lovitz, the comedic misadventures of film critic Jay Sherman at NYC, bounded from ABC to Fox before cancellation in 1996. Well written and off the wall, it employed the kind of meta humor that other animated shows like The Simpsons, Family Guy, and Rick and Morty rely on to excess. The Critic was created by former Simpsons showrunners Al Jean and Mike Reiss, a duo who worked on that show when it was actually good. Jay made a few cameos to expose him to a wider audience, who didn't bite. Neither did executives, or at least not for long. Jean and Reiss faced pushback from both networks on their project, but the Critic still developed a small following, then left a massive hole Seth MacFarlane and Dan Harmon had to fill, over and over. The Critic is one of those underrated masterpieces that audience just didn't get at the time. Lucky for you, it's free to check out on Sony Crackle. And at number 1, The Proud Family. Premiering in September 2001, The Proud Family was notable for not only being Disney Channel's first animated original series, but also one of the very few animated shows to feature a mainly all-black cast. This series dealt with issues of race and equality using humor and clever plotlines, such as when Penny Proud travels back in time to better understand the value of Black History Month. One of the standout episodes, Culture Shock, is in direct response to the rise of Islamophobia in a post-9/11 world. As a part of a cultural exchange program, Penny must spend a week with the Zamins, a Muslim Pakistani family. Though she's initially hesitant and even frightened by the family's differing cultural practices, she is horrified when their home is vandalized by bigots who tell them to go back to their country. In the end, Penny gives a school presentation on the Zamins and how they are just as American as any member of her community. Though the episode has its critics in the Muslim community, it is a generally well-regarded episode, with its sincere gesture towards cultural solidarity. Disney Plus has announced a revival of The Proud Family titled Louder and Prouder Than Ever, and fans are eagerly anticipating the return of the culture-inclusive and minority-focused series. Well guys, that's it for today. Let us know what was the most progressive show in your opinion in the comments down below. We hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Till then, see you guys next time.